And beautiful people, welcome to yet another video. I hope you guys are feeling good. I am glad to be back with another video. And in today's video, the Olympics are almost getting to the end. Well, in terms of the men's football, we had the quarterfinals yesterday night and it was exhilarating. I am super glad I was able to catch the matches. Now we had two teams from Africa and we had two teams from Africa and then the rest from the rest of the world. I am very excited. We have African teams that have qualified for the semi-finals. Might they actually claim this title? Might they have a win? Now, very interesting games yesterday. In terms of Chelsea, we have a friendly today. We'll be facing Manchester City. We have recorded our first win of the preseason. So there's a lot to get into in the video. So if you're new, please like the video, share it with your family and friends. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the post notification bell. You'll be notified every time I upload a video. Let's jump right into it. So in terms of the quarterfinals, now it was nothing but exhilarating. So the first game was Morocco versus United States. And Morocco did not only kick out United States, but they kicked them out with style. I mean, 4-0 win is a way to qualify for the semi-final and we make a statement on top. Now, 4 goals. I mean, USA ultimately in this game were the losers and they had to forfeit the game. But in terms of Morocco, I'm very proud of them. I mean, from the way they have come from the group stages, I mean, they have just been outshining themselves, doing well in their group and to get to the semi-final. Kudos to Morocco. Then in the next game we had Spain versus Japan. Now Spain, we're not joking. As always, Spain this summer they are up for throats. They're just winning it all. So in terms of Spain, the pace with a 4-0 win. But in terms of Spain, they decided to take it down a notch with 1 goal, and they had a 3-0 win against Japan. And it was a very interesting game. I mean, Japan literally didn't stand a chance. They tried, don't get me wrong. I mean, they got to the quarterfinals, but Spain at the end of the day took it. Spain did win this one, qualifying for the semi-final. Then in terms of the next game, I mean the games were just back to back, so I didn't even have any breathing space. And even though I wanted to film immediately after the video, I decided to wait till all the games were played and give you my review, my feedback of what I thought about the games. So the next game we had Egypt versus Paraguay. Now this game had the first penalties of the tournament of the men's football. Now, in terms of the game, we had a 1-1 win. We had a 1-1 draw for Egypt and Paraguay. Then they went for penalties. Egypt did qualify with a 5-4 lead in terms of penalties, and this was all it took for them to qualify. So we have two teams, Egypt and Morocco, from Africa who have qualified for the semi-finals. I am a very excited girl. If I wasn't, now you know. Well, I am very excited. And for the final game, of course, Argentina, when Argentina won Copa America, there was a whole saga with there was a whole saga with Enzo, and of course France took offense, and they were the first country, I think, to lay out that they're not happy with the racist chant that was chanted by one ends, although he has apologized and has made a donation, he has tried to make amends for his mistake. But in terms of Argentina, this was the end of the road for Argentina as they were kicked out by France with a 1-0 win for France, and that was all it took. So that those are the teams that have qualified for the semi-finals. We have France that will be facing Egypt, and we have Morocco that will be facing Spain. Now, in an ideal world, imagine if Egypt and Morocco actually went to the final. I mean, this would be absolutely incredible, but I don't think that's what will happen. Now, in terms of France versus Morocco, it's going to be a tough game, but then again, they have gotten to the semi-final. The semi-final will be happening on Monday, so I'll be on the lookout for that. I will try to give my review immediately after the game. The games are back to back, and they end probably by midnight in my time, but no excuses, no excuses. Yeah. So that is in terms of the Olympics. In terms of Spain, now this is the part where I give my predicted winning team. I mean, the teams that I feel will qualify. Now, in terms of the semi-final, it's tough. But Spain are looking like the stronger team. But I cannot underestimate Morocco. They did kick out United States, but Spain, yeah, I think Spain will carry the game. In terms of Egypt versus France, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I would want Egypt to win. I would want Egypt to win, and I really want Egypt to win, but then again, it's gonna be tough. So we wait and see. I really think, honestly, without being biased, that Spain and France will be the qualifiers for the finals. I am open to suggestions, but I feel like Spain and France will be the teams that will get to the finals, and eventually we'll see who will take the bronze medal. But in terms of the semifinals, those are the teams that have qualified. In terms of Chelsea, we shift gears. We have first win of the preseason. Now we face Club America. This was the first game that we have recorded a win. I mean, we started off with a draw, then we ended up with a loss. Then now we have a win. That from Club America. We have another game today where we'll be facing Man City. Yes, it will be happening, I think, at Ohio Stadium. So I'll be on the lookout for that. Now, this game, I really want to see how we actually perform. Although we have not been putting our first team players. It's just more of we're introducing players that are back from injuries. So it's gonna be interesting to see who actually participates in this game today against Man City. Will Cole Palmer come back? I doubt. But hey, it's preseason and I can't wait to see how we perform in this game. We had our last game, our last friendly, we had a 3-0 win. So we've had a one draw, one win, and one loss. So it's gonna be an interesting summer. It's gonna be an interesting summer. But in terms of Chelsea, yes, as I'm talking about Chelsea now, the major news that has been circulating around, and I think some news needs a bit of substance. I know it's about Conor Gallagher leaving to Atletico, and given the proposal of the deal, but it has been reported that Conor Gallagher apparently turned down a deal to Aston Villa during the swap deals of FSL, and I don't blame him. So if he might be leaving, I have seen reports, rumors. I don't know whether these news are actually founded because some news are reporting that Conor Gallagher has been banished from the first team, and when he returns back to Cobham, he will not be participating with the first team. Um, for this news, I know the player is looking to go, perhaps will be leaving, but being banished from the first team, even just entering the first team building, guys, that news was actually quite appalling. It was actually quite stalling. Like, I was actually a bit surprised. But then again, it's not about Chelsea. It's not about Chelsea. So and see what happens in terms of what's going on in the world of football, in terms of Chelsea, what will happen, and I can't wait to see how we perform today. If we win today's game, it will definitely be a morale boost. I mean, coming from a win from the Club America friendly, which will be nice to continue with the wins and at least substantiate our games for preseason before we start the season. I mean, yo, guys, it's not easy, but we're here. So if you're new to the channel, please like the video, share it with your family and friends. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the post notification bell. You'll be notified every time I upload a video. I'll see you in my next video.